You haven't drank it. See, I knew what I was talking. I knew what I was talking about. Okay, so we're gonna start basically like just introduce yourself and tell people your name.
Introduce myself.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, my name, and you wanted to know what?
What? I didn't even say anything yet. I just said introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, my name is Tramel. That's it.
You're a creep. Yeah, you're wild. Okay.
Yeah.
LOL. Okay, so obviously you was on G Status season one. This is your second season. You are a returner. Why did you return to season two?
um, I felt like in season one, I didn't really get a chance to show my brand and the things that I work on and my talent. So I decided to do season two based purely off of that because I wanted to show you know my work and the things that
You
I
wanted
do.
to show you.
Hmm?
You wanted to show you.
Yeah, I wanted to show people who I was. Nobody really knew who I was, so here I am.
Okay, so why do you feel like you didn't really get to showcase yourself on season one?
For the most part, I was kind of like weary of reality TV. When you see reality TV and then you become a part of it and like not really being a major player in the industry in the beginning was just like I'm nervous. So I'm really just gonna let everybody do their thing, and I'm just gonna observe for the most part. And
Or
then,
play the bag and see just how it
Mhm.
goes. Basically, you were just gonna play the back and see how it goes.
Yeah, I was just gonna play the back and see how it goes because I know that I have a career at the end of the day, like a real 9 to 5 that was like making me some good money. So I was like, I can't be fighting or arguing or getting into any legal trouble like that could happen on these shows. So I really was just like playing it safe.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
yeah, so this season I decided to just let
Okay,
go and let have, as they
okay.
say.
Okay. Did you ever get like recognized after the season one, or like was it kind of? Did you like go out and people recognize you more, or was it kind of
Oh
like
yeah, I go
different?
places and people be seeing me out. They be like recognizing, hey Tramel, I loved you from the show, and people like always hugging me and talking to me and stuff like that. It's even when I go out of state, it's like they be watching the show. So it's
That's
it's
good.
been it's been it's been interesting. I can say that much.
Okay, okay. So career-wise, you did touch on a little bit about your career. So for the people that who don't know, what do you do?
Like, what do I do like now, or what do I do
Like
for
career-wise,
money?
like career-wise. So like, I think we have like a few artists on the show. I think
Oh,
somebody.
so okay, I can give you a list of a lot of things that I do. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Now, what I do for, everybody has like a 9 to 5. Well, some of us have a 9 to 5. I don't know what kind of money these other girls be making, but for me
Oh.
personally, I am in the financial industry. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm in management in the financial industry.
Okay.
Um, I've done radio. Uh, I have a YouTube channel. I have music. I'm an artist. I'm a new artist. And yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Have you
So
heard
I
my
saw
music?
you. I
Have you
saw
heard
you
my
do like
music? You
the.
ain't heard my music, have you?
Okay, don't be attacking me on here.
Have
Okay.
you heard my? Now I'm just asking. Have you heard my music?
What answer do you want me to give you?
I want you to give me the honest one.
I want you to sing to me. How about that? Sing me a song.
Yeah, I'm not ready to sing. No,
See, exactly. So you can't be trying to press me about your song and you don't even want to sing it live.
no.
That's
Mm-mm. I can sing it live now. It's called Single. You can go check it out.
I got you. I got you. Look at you trying to do some promo. Okay, so I saw you do like this little thing with your hand when you did like this when you was talking about other people. What did that mean?
What does what mean? Oh, I don't know. No, I really don't know what some of them do for like 9 to 5s. I really don't know. I don't dig deep into people's lives like that.
Okay, that makes sense.
You know,
Okay, so let's talk
I don't
about
really
this.
care about me.
Oh my goodness. Stop it. Be nice.
I'm not.
Okay, so let's jump into season two a little bit. Um, so who do you feel like was best dressed this season?
Who was best dressed?
Hmm.
Uh, I'm just gonna say me.
Okay, that's okay. pretty much everyone said themselves. I think it was like
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. Some of them should not have said themselves.
I haven't seen it yet, so I can't judge. But
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
telling
only
you,
like two people said somebody else. Okay,
it
but
was trash. Some
think
of
it
them.
was trash.
Some of them were trash.
Who do you think was the worst dressed?
Who was the worst dressed?
Mm-hmm.
Don't be laughing in the background. Oh, who was the worst dressed? I love my friend. He is cool, but Akeem can't dress. Akeem cannot dress. He can't dress.
He can't dress to you.
Nah, he can't dress. He's
Okay,
okay though. He's a fun time, but he can't
it's
dress.
a fun time. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of friends, who is your favorite person this season?
Who is my favorite person?
This season.
Uh, well, there wasn't too many, but so I guess my favorite person just has to be Ike.
Ike. Okay, I thought Ike. Ike is pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a
Ike
cool
is very
person.
chill and laid back. Ike is cool. Ike is cool people.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Ike will
who
get
was
in
your
that ass if you fuck with him.
okay? Who was your non-favorite?
The bitch that you had before me.
Oh, wait. Who did I have before? Why y'all put me in these positions? Wait, how do you know who I? How do you
I
know
saw the
who I had
list.
before?
I saw the schedule.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Why don't you like her? Him?
You'll see. You'll see.
For y'all not
Let's
like
just say,
y'all
let's
just
just say,
alike. Y'all answer
let's just
questions the
say,
exact same.
uh, that's one of the people who, that's a person that you should watch out for when you do reality, because when they have nothing else to talk about, you become a target.
Okay, that makes sense. So you basically feel like, and that's crazy that you said that because my next question was going to be, do you feel like people pump fake for the show, or do you feel like people show out for the cameras or act different than what they really are?
I feel like everything is heightened. I mean, some people are more of themselves, maybe, but then there are some people who do act out for the cameras and do all those dramatic and all that extra shit. And I'm like, y'all need to be regular people. Are you
Okay,
asking me who actually does that?
okay, I'm gonna use your words. So the bitch I had before you. So do you feel like he's a pump faker?
I feel like I made him.
You made him be a pump faker, or you made him
I
be?
made him this season. Like
So you basically
everything he
said
talks about wasn't.
if it
Huh?
wasn't for you, he wouldn't be.
If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have shit to talk about.
Oh, okay. So y'all must have beef, like beef.
Yeah, well, not really beef. It's more like turkey bacon. It's just real thin.
Real thin.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Okay, you're entitled to that. You're entitled to that. So let's talk about some dramatic events that happened. Now, I don't talk to pretty much the entire cast, so I know some of the things that happened. But in your opinion, what is one particular night or scene that was probably the most dramatic? Like everything went left. It just was not the best of the best.
Like unexpectedly, or
Just the biggest scene, period. Just a night that just was the night that gonna have everybody jaw drop.
I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you that, but
You
I
don't
guess
gotta go into detail. You could just, give
it
a
was
rundown.
a scene where two people got into it really, really bad, and some fists was thrown outside of a nightclub.
Oh, okay. So people like fist fight, like
Yeah.
was security there, or was this like an off camera?
You know what? I was inside when it happened, and when I came outside, I just heard what happened. But I think it's gonna be a jaw dropper because somebody's wig came off.
Oh, okay. So now you being messy because there's only two people that wear wigs on this cast. So um are you in favor of the girl that wears the wigs?
In favor of,
Like, do you like her?
yeah. I mean, I like. Oh, you talking about Delicious, or are you talking about Frederick? Because
I,
Frederick,
who got their wig snatched off?
I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
Well, how did you react when she got her wig snatched off? How did you feel? How did that make you?
How did that make me feel?
Mm-hmm.
When they wig got snatched off?
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, well, do what you got to do. You take off what you need to take off to get what you need to get going. I don't know. I mean,
Oh,
fuck
oh
that wig. You know, beat a bitch ass if you have to.
you have to. Okay, so how do you feel about fighting? Because I don't recall seeing you fight season one. I did see you get into it with, past cast member, but I didn't see you physically, try to beat up anyone. So how do you feel about fighting?
I think fighting is I mean, in some cases it can be necessary, but
Mm-hmm.
I've never fought anybody in my life.
Okay. Okay.
I've never
That's
been in a
believable because I
physical
feel like you're very
altercation in
likable.
my life. Hmm?
I feel like you're very likable, so I can see that for you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get into it with people. Like, I pretty much like at the end of the day, if we're either gonna be friends or we're not. So I don't have to talk to you. So if I'm not talking to you, I'm definitely not gonna fight you. Like, you're not worth the aggravation of messing up my good shit, rolling around on the ground. I can legit like move on with my life. I don't have to argue or fight with anybody.
Okay, so you say you don't have to argue with nobody, you don't have to fight with anybody. Was it difficult for you to play nice? Because you was basically forced to be around people that you really didn't care for on the show.
What's that question again?
So was it difficult to be around people that you didn't like?
There were points where it was difficult to be around people that I didn't like. It was only difficult when I had something that I wanted to say, but it wouldn't make sense for me to say it in those moments.
Okay,
So
'cause,
that's when
like,
I would get frustrated, and that's when I would get mad. If I'm cool, if that person can be in the room as long as we're not speaking, don't say nothing to me, don't say nothing out the pocket to me, and we're good. But if you come at me, then we're gonna have a problem.
then you got no problem. Okay, that makes no, that makes sense. That makes sense. But was it like a situation where basically the scene wasn't about you, so you didn't want to steal the show, if that makes sense, and make it about you, so you had to wait for.
No, no, it was never. It's never. I'm not. See, that's one thing. These girls, they like to make scenes about them. I'm never trying to make a scene about me. It just naturally becomes about me.
I love it.
Yeah. I don't make scenes about me. What I will say is, when you are privy to certain information before you're supposed to see it,
Hmm.
and you're upset. Like, let's say, I'm just gonna give you an example. It's a hypothetical. Let's say you were to see the bitch you don't like talking some cash ass shit about you to another person, and that person never told you, and you just saw the video, right? But you're
Hmm.
not supposed to see the video. So when you go to film a scene, how are you supposed to conduct yourself? Because you can't talk about the show.
Okay. Okay, so
Right.
basically, are you insinuating that production plays a part in some of the altercations and some of the situations that played out this season?
In my particular situation, no, I don't think so.
What about as a whole?
As a whole, I can't say, because that's not my thing. I don't get down with these girls like that. Production, if they get in their production and them get to having these conversations about things, that ain't got shit to do with me.
Okay, amen. A little more on production. Have you ever seen anyone get fired on set or get into it with production, or was there anybody in particular that was like a hothead and was like hard for production to handle? Like that was just an issue with them while they was on set?
Like cast member, like talent, or are you talking about like crew
No, no,
people
like cast member.
get fired?
Either get fired or was just like very difficult on set every time.
Oh, you talking about them different? Oh, with shit, they was at one point they was fighting every scene, so they had to get their asses together.
People was fighting every scene.
Yeah, three. It was like three fights back to back.
Wow. And were you there for all those?
Hmm.
Was this the same person in each fight?
Yep. Well, the same group of people.
Does the letter start with a D?
I don't remember.
So, okay, I've heard a few things about this person that people are acting very weird on. I don't know if he's gonna end up on the show or not, but I think you know what I'm talking about. And you were on season one, of course. Do you feel like there was a difference with his attitude from season one until season two?
No.
Not at all.
No, same bitch.
Oh my God, I was expecting that.
Bro,
Okay,
same
so
ass bitch from 2 years ago.
that's crazy. Why do you think that is?
I feel like personally, this particular individual and me have a non-existent kind of relationship. And like when I see them, I just say, hey, how you doing? Whatever. And they say, hey. But when the cameras start rolling, they turn into this person, this character, which is cool. I understand. Get your shine, baby. Do whatever you need to do. But I'm boring. So when in my boringness, I observe bitches. So in observing this particular individual that you're speaking of right now, I do notice that there's no substance there. So when there's no substance, there's no work, there's no work ethic. It just comes off like I have to do this in order to get a place in this platform. Like this is what I want to be known for. I'm not talking about work. I'm not talking about brands. I'm not talking about moving forward. I'm not talking about artistry or talent. I'm just gonna come up there and start shit with people and just say I'm the shit and then see who bites at it.
Okay.
And that works for that person for the most part. Great for. I feel like they're great for TV. But in a very comical, not to be taken seriously type of way. Like at the end of the day, like I think this person is actually cool, but at the end of the day, you're just like your comedy, your confrontation, you're just all the C words.
You're for the show.
They're for the show, and that's where they probably will get the most shine.
Okay. Do you feel like anybody else didn't grow from season one to season two that returned? So I believe it's you, Charlie, Akeem, and Sherrod. So out of all of you guys, do you feel like anybody else didn't change at all?
Like change.
Like, I mean, clearly people had I remember Akeem, he had a lot of issues with people. Sherrod had issues with people. Did they come to season two with those same issues, or did they
went into? I feel like. Yeah, they I think with the exception of me and Charlie from last season, I think well, to be honest, I feel like Charlie has he's only been focused on his career and he did the same thing this season to me, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he really dibbled and dabbled with people that much. Sherrod still has, battles with some issues this season, I felt like. And Akeem is just the same. I mean, they all the same.
Okay, so are the OGs all cool? Like, are y'all all good with each other?
Nah.
No?
Mm-mm.
Y'all didn't form like a pact? Like, all right, we're going to stick together against these new bitches? It was... Okay, so, wait. If I remember correctly, because you got to remember, it was 2 years ago, everyone was good. Y'all, the four of y'all was good with each other.
No, at the end of season one, me and Sherrod didn't like each other.
Oh, yeah, you did try to beat him up on the reunion.
Okay. I didn't try to beat him up. I just was getting my point across. That's it.
Okay.
I mean, okay,
so y'all didn't fix y'all's issue.
When?
For the season two.
Oh, I can't say. I don't know.
Did you want to fix the issue with Sherrod? Like, did you want?
I gave not one fuck.
Not one fuck.
Not one. Not one. Not two. Not three. I didn't give not damn fuck about fixing no relationship with no bitch that I don't see in real life all the time.
That makes sense.
You're not my friend, so I don't have to fix shit with nobody. But to be in a situation with someone, it was a learning experience. And even though I never really I didn't have anything for him. I didn't have any feelings about him. I just don't like when you lie. Don't lie on me, because I'm not lying on you. When I say you did something, you actually did it. When you say I did something, that's a lie. So yeah, I didn't like that. That shit really fucked with me. But, you know, aside from that particular issue, I had nothing for him. I had no feeling. I ain't have a feeling. I felt nothing. It was nothing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was like taking like some fresh poppers or something. I don't know. I felt nothing.
You felt nothing.
I
Okay.
felt nothing.
What about the new members? Did you know any of them before coming on the show?
The only person I remember just remotely having an interaction with as far as the new people was Delicious, I want to say.
Okay. So everybody else was like new faces to you.
Yeah, everybody was new to me. I ain't know. And I think I had ran into Frederick once.
Okay. And how did they come on the? Did they come? Do you feel like they came on the show with open arms? Do you feel like they came on the show trying to prove a point? Did you feel like they came on the show trying to get up under some of the OGs?
I can say that I'm trying to think. I know one of them did. Got right up under me. Used me. But
is this the person we was talking about earlier?
Yeah, that bitch.
No.
Okay. Like there would be no resolution there ever in life. Like I can tell you that for sure. I don't care who knows it. But there would be nothing. I don't as far as everybody else, I feel like they came in with their particular whoever they yeah. So yeah, everybody knew had to connect themselves with somebody old, I felt like. Or they did naturally.
Okay. Is there anybody from season 1 that didn't return that you would like to see come back on the show?
I think the only person I probably would have liked to see back would have been True Fine. Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Him and Charlie was like my two favorites. I really like them.
That's everybody. Those are everybody's favorites. Charlie and True. I like True. I see him sometimes around, but yeah.
Okay. And would you come back for season 3?
It really depends on how this season goes.
Okay, so it just depends on how
I feel afterwards, because you know this process was a challenge for me, and I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot about dealing with other people, and moving forward has been, it's been okay. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I can't say.
Okay. What message do you want to put out to the people? If it's not necessarily shown on the show, and you can say it on this interview to get it out there, what do you want people to know?
I want people to know that I'm a cool person. I'm fun. I'm you know, I'm a real humble individual. I'm not with the whole reality, like being fake for TV type stuff. If I like you, I genuinely like you, and if I don't, you don't know it, and it's not like me pretending. If we friends, we friends. If we enemies, just stay away from me. That's all I got to say. I do have things that I have going on, and I would love for people to follow me, even if I was on the show, not on the show. Like, just check me out. I'm a cool person. I have a good time. I have really cool friends. We all have a good time, and that's all I want to promote: having a good time, and not fuck up bitches' lives.
Not fuck up bitches' lives. Okay. Oh, and what's your plans for the reunion?
Huh?
What's your plans for the reunion?
I'm gonna read that bitch.
Oh.
I'm gonna read the fuck out of everybody who done pissed me off, and whoever says something out the way to me, they about to get it, and they don't even know it. So they better keep it cute, cause you know I'm a cool person, and they know I've been cool, and I try, but like, yeah, it's open season on that ass.
It's open season on that ass.
So they better be prepared, cause I'm coming with some heat. I might have a few receipts. I don't know.
Okay. Well, do you have any last words to the people?
You know, just watch season 2, and I hope one day to become a fave of G status. You know, I have never.
I'm pretty sure you're people's favorite.
I have some people favorite. I want to be. I don't even want to be number one. I want to be like number two favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Huh? You want to be my favorite? Is that what you?
I want to be everybody's favorite. I can be your favorite. I want to be everybody's favorite. That's what I want to be. That's all I want to be. I just want to be the favorite. I want everybody to understand me that I am not. You know, I just don't like that whole follower shit. Like that shit really bothered me. Like
you feel like there's followers on this?
Yeah, huh?
You feel like there's followers on this?
No, that somebody said I was. People used to say I was a follower. I'm like, bitch.
I don't think you were a follower.
You didn't think I was a follower? See,
no, not at all. I think that you stayed out the way to shit that they have nothing to do with you. You didn't really care.
One thing I will say about just meeting people in general and being on these platforms and stuff, I just want people to know, like, when you're meeting somebody, like, that ain't your friend. That ain't your place to tell people what to and how to act. Like, I don't know these bitches. Really, I don't. Like, I don't know them like that to be sitting up there saying, oh, we in groups, we is friends, we is this, we is that. Like, bitch, I only know you like a month or two. So I don't really know you like that. So I can say I've been in situations with people that are cool, and however they treat you is not none of my business, and that's how I live my life. Now, when you fuck over me, then that's when we have a problem. But if you don't do nothing to me, I ain't supposed to tell nobody else how they supposed to act, because I'm just not meeting these bitches. So I'm not nobody's keeper. I'm not nobody's warden. I don't tell people what to do. I don't have to check your friend. No, that ain't my friend, bitch. That's all I want.
All right. Well, I'm definitely excited for season 2. When it comes to you, I'm happy that you returned. When I looked at the list and I saw that you was one of the people that came back, I was happy.
You was one of the only ones.
Stop it. No, I wasn't. Stop it. I think a lot of people like you. I do. I really do.
I think some people. I think they'll definitely like me this time around because I do get into it a little bit, but I don't. I still remain myself for the most part. I want to say.
I'm excited. Well, we're gonna see.
We're gonna see. I can't wait to see it. I've been waiting.
All right. Well, thank you so much for doing this interview with me.
Thank you for having me. This was nice. You asked me some hard questions that I wasn't expecting to think about.
Really?
Good for you. Huh?
You think it was hard?
Yeah, they was some hard ones, asking me about, who was the best. I really didn't think, like, none of them really, I mean, they style different from mine, my style different from theirs, so they probably think they best dressed, and, that's fine, but to me, it just be looking like, oh, yeah.
All right, well, you have a wonderful night, and you be safe during this COVID-19, okay?
Oh, I definitely am. I wish I could have got me a haircut. We'll see. But you be safe out there, and, thank you for having me on your platform.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You have a good night, okay?
You too.